right, so Ottawa are up 1-0 against Montreal. Honestly, when it came to the second period, these two are still very even. Both sides are getting forward really well. I think Ottawa, though, they're doing really well in transition. That's how they were able to get Leslie's goal. There was a nice pass up to Leslie. Leslie, she would take the shot on Desbiens. Desbiens, she would block it, and Leslie, she would recover the puck and go in on the rebound. And I kind of noticed with Ottawa, that's something that they're looking for. They're attacking, but they're also looking for those rebounded pucks to jump on. And they had quite a few, but I think that was probably the best one, the clearest one that they had. As for Montreal, I really like their response after Ottawa scored. So yeah, that is Montreal's pressure. That is their intensity. They were on the attack, they were getting forward, they were creating so many good and dangerous chances. But Gwyneth Phillips, she was making a lot of really good saves. I think Stacy had this really good shot, and Phillips, she just blocked it with her toe. But yeah, I would say for both Montreal and Ottawa, these two are even for the most part. They both had good spells of possession. They're both very threatening in each other's defensive zones. They're creating a lot of really good chances, some really good shots on goal. And yeah, I do think going into the third period, this could change. Ottawa, they have to be really careful when it comes to Montreal. If Montreal's record in the regular season is any indicator, that is where Montreal is going to turn up the heat. That is where they're likely going to score. I've said in the past, like if Montreal hasn't scored in the first or second period, they're likely going to score in the third period. So for Ottawa in this case, I wouldn't want Ottawa to be on the defensive. I wouldn't want Ottawa to stay on the defensive. I would like to see them try to get a safety goal or goals. I would like to see them try to get out of their defensive zone because Montreal, they responded really well after Ottawa scored. They were really aggressive with their attack. And if Montreal was to keep that up, I'm not entirely sure if Ottawa would be able to outlast that. As for Montreal, yeah, they're still very dangerous, still very aggressive with their attack. But I think as long as they can trap Ottawa in their defensive zone, that is where Montreal will be able to create those chances. That is where they can steal the puck off of Ottawa, cut off their transitions, and look for for those openings. And that's something Montreal has been doing a really good job at in the second period, finding openings, creating openings in Ottawa's defense.